Hey guys, welcome to chapter 17. Here's our guy. As you can see, I got the mace in his hand and I kind of posed the fingers a little bit on both hands. Um, just by masking and moving, they're going to need a little cleanup because they got a little distorted. But I just wanted to keep moving along. What else? I think what we're gonna do is give him a helmet. I was debating whether or not to give him some more armor and maybe a shoulder pad with spikes on it or a strap across his belly. But I think we're gonna actually keep it simple. But I would like to give him a helmet. So let's go ahead and append a sphere. And let's see. Let's isolate the sphere. How about we go to the deformation tray and open up taper. Let's put it on the y-axis only. And let's taper the sphere to make it come to a point just a little bit. Let's just like that, maybe. Now I'm going to grab my holding down Command, Shift, and Alt. No, I'm sorry, Command, Control, and Shift. Wait a second. Yeah, there you go. Command, Alt, Shift. And I'm going to select my trim rectangle and just slice off the bottom. So there we go. That's going to be the basis of our helmet. I'm going to leave it solid. I'm not going to hollow it out because he's going to be wearing it on his head and it's going to be printed, so we want the inside filled in. We don't want any hollow gaps in there. Let's see. How about, just thinking. Definitely want to put that pebbly metal texture on there, but how about along the bottom? I'm going to isolate this red polygroup. And I'm going to hide the top part of it. Group visible. Let's see. Actually, there's a million ways to do this. I could extrude this out with Z-Remesher, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go back and I'm going to duplicate this helmet. I'm just going to slice the top off. That's kind of the quickest and easiest way. Now, I've got two helmets. The red part is the trim. So I'm just going to, whoops, where's the bottom of that? Okay, there we go. So the red part is the trim, so I'm just going to scale that up. Hey, wait a second. What's going on? Oh, you know what? It didn't slice. It just polygrouped it. It didn't slice it because I had that part hidden. So let's try this again. Let's bring that back. All right, now I've got two helmets. Now let's slice it. There we go. That's what we're looking for. And now we can inflate, or not inflate, resize that, bring it a little bit bigger. And that will be the basis of our helmet. I think it should probably be a little taller and maybe a little wider at the top. So I have my x-axis turned on. Let me also activate the z-axis. So now I've got symmetry in 4 points. You see those little red dots? We got the front and the back are going to be affected by the symmetry. And I'm just going to pull out like this. So it's a little bit more like a bullet shape and less pointy on top. All right, let's keep going. Let's give this helmet some horns. I will append a sphere. I'm going to move it over. Squish it down. And let's try to do some cool ram horns as opposed to just the bull horns or the cow horns. Let's try to make these horns a little bit cooler. Just using my move brush. Now, you can't really see it, or you can see the topology is getting all stretched out, right? As I push and pull and stretch this. So I'm going to have to Z-remesh a few times. Let's work on this side. See how much it's stretching and it's really getting destroyed. So I'm going to probably Z-remesh quite a few times. Wow, it's really getting nasty. So let's Z-remesh that. Z-remesher. Go on. There we go. Just kind of smooth it out. Topology's still kind of funky. Let's do that one more time. There we go. That's much nicer, much cleaner. Okay. Now let's mess it up again. See remesher. One more time. Okay. Let me just inflate the tip there a little bit. Okay. I'm gonna duplicate and mirror, merge down. Okay. And we can work on both of these horns at the same time. I can see it better this way. I think that looks pretty cool. Let's move them back. Maybe rotate, whoops, maybe rotate them backward a little bit. Let's pull them in a little bit. All right, I think that's pretty cool. Somehow I lost symmetry, it looks like. No, I have perspective on, okay. Yeah, they're still symmetrical. All right, let me just save quickly. And let's get some subdivisions on these horns. Divide, divide, divide. Get my clay spin. And I'm going to leave the square alpha on. And I'm just going to give that ridge that a ram's horn has up here. I turned on backface mask, which is located under the brush palette way down here under auto masking, back face mask. I turn that on anytime I'm working on thin areas so it doesn't mess up my geometry and my topology. Okay. All right. Now, let's get some. What do I got? 4 subdivisions. I got 662. I'm going to divide one more time. And I'm going to grab Damien Standard and just start drawing some of those ridges. Sometimes it's better to work on one instead of trying to work on both at the same time with symmetry on. Sometimes it's better to just work on one, get it done, and then duplicate and mirror it over. Because the other one gets in the way sometimes. Can't see what you're doing. TV Standard seems to want me to keep the Lazy Mouse on. Otherwise, it's kind of it's not a smooth line. It's stepping a little bit. So I'll keep the Lazy Mouse on. I'm just trying to cover them with this texture, these lines. And I'll go back and maybe refine them a little bit better. Okay, you get the general idea. So I guess we will wrap this one up. I'm just going to keep going with this little texture detailing. And for the actual helmet part, let's see, let's merge down, divide, merge down. And we will grab our standard brush with freehand stroke and our favorite alpha number 23 and just kind of give it a little pebbly rusted metal kind of feel. It looks a little plain. Maybe we'll put some sort of spike at the top, or maybe a couple of studs around here. But for the most part, that's going to be the basis of our helmet. So 5 on that. How many we got on that? 5 and 5. Okay, let's merge those two down. Merge down. And just put it in place, and then we will call it a day. Call it a chapter. This is chapter 17. Okay, we kept our subdivisions. Let's turn on the guy's head. Where's the head? There it is. Okay, I'm going to scale this helmet way down. I guess I'll have to lose the man bun. Uh-oh. We stretched it somehow. Where did that happen? Right there. Okay. Something like this. I will probably go in here and adjust it. I think, yeah, I think it's a little too pointy and too tall. And now the horns are too small. So I'm going to play around with it. But basically, that's our helmet. I got to tuck the hair back into it and do some other stuff. But basically, that's going to be our helmet. So thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next chapter.